If you've ever wondered how news reporters operate, you'll be surprised today. We're talking about Peter Doocy, whose name has been in the headlines a lot lately. The issue is that you don't know how his mansion actually looks. You've all seen him on TV, but wait till you see his way of life. In his house, the lifestyle isn't quite as glamorous as one might think. To be honest, it's hard to avoid his flat because it's so controversial. After seeing the entire movie, you could have a different perspective on him and his lifestyle. I guarantee you won't want to miss this. What about the private life of Peter Doocy? His journalistic skills and political connections are highly renowned. We don't get to see these celebrities' private lives very frequently. So today, we're taking you onto his estate. A house probably conjures up images of opulence, pricey furnishings, a lovely location, and a comfortable space. Since the pictures don't truly fit that description, people are talking about Peter's mansion. His house seems to have been built with impressing in mind. Both the architecture and the space are amazing. However, upon closer inspection, something appears odd. The space that is supposed to be a sanctuary is just not as cozy and welcoming as you may think. The furniture seems to have been selected more for its aesthetic value than for its usefulness. Imagine walking into a living room filled with harsh, frigid furniture that makes you want to get out rather than relax. And that's only the beginning. One of the first things you notice about Peter's home is the lack of a personal touch. Family photographs and other elements that lend a home a homely feel are absent. Instead, enormous impersonal artwork that belongs in a museum rather than household adorns the walls. It appears that the house was built more for aesthetics than for comfort or usefulness. Every corner and cranny seems to have been carefully chosen, if not in a pleasant way. In every aspect possible, the house seems to be pleading for attention. The interior design comes next. The neutral colors are a little too muted. Instead of feeling warm and inviting, it feels a little cold and sterile. The rooms appear empty and inhospitable despite their vastness. There's no warmth, no personality. It's the kind of place that seems perfect but isn't cozy. You have to ask yourself, why does a space like this lack character? The house appears to be more concerned with creating a statement than giving its residents a comfortable place to live. The kitchen, which should be the focal point of any home, is another area where Peter's mansion falls short. In a mansion, you may expect to see a stylish yet functional kitchen. Instead, it's a space filled with pricey tools and surfaces. Instead of being a place to cook and enjoy meals, the kitchen serves more as a display space. It doesn't feel cozy or welcoming, and it looks more like something from a restaurant than a home. Numerous slick surfaces and blank areas devoid of personality and warmth are also present. Now let's talk about the restrooms. A mansion's restrooms ought to be luxurious and tranquil, wouldn't they? But at Peter's residence, the marble surfaces in the bathrooms are exquisite and well polished, yet they lack personality and are chilly. You wouldn't find these restrooms in your house, but you might find them in a 5-star hotel. For a short while, everything seems well organized, but nothing gives the impression that this is where you can relax and unwind. They felt more like a location to rush to after a trying day than a place to retreat to. What about the bedrooms? If you believe that, the bedrooms are as strange as the rest of the house. Imagine a large room with a huge bed, but no furnishings or naked walls. Because of the sparse furniture, the room seems to be lacking something fundamental: comfort. Although a sleeping area ought to feel like a personal sanctuary, it feels empty in this instance. It appears that Peter's home is more about displaying space than it is about creating a calm environment. The outdoor space comes last. Images of his home's facade, which features massive lawns and intimidating doorways give you an idea of its size. But even this room feels weird. Instead of lush gardens or cozy outdoor spaces, there is a sense of desolation. There's no feeling of home or warmth outside. Appearance is more important than comfort. Nothing here encourages you to go outside, which is exactly what a mansion's backyard ought to do. So what's going on with the estate of Peter Doocy? You wouldn't expect to feel comfortable or at home there, as you might anticipate. It is more important to have a beautiful home than to make it feel livable and comfortable. The house's cold furnishings and impersonal interior architecture demonstrate that it was constructed more for display than for usage. It's not so much a lovely family house as it is an incredible spectacle. What is the overall picture now that we have seen each of these components? Peter Doocy's extravagant residence lacks the most essential element of a home. The apartment lacks the warm, inviting atmosphere that a house ought to have, despite its appealing appearance. Do we wish to live this way? It acts as a reminder that a home's emotional impact can occasionally outweigh its size or cost. Thank you for showing interest in the property owned by Peter Doocy. Do you think he should make some changes to make his house feel cozier and more inviting? Or do you think it's okay the way it is? Remember to leave a comment below with your opinions, as well as liking and sharing this movie with your friends. If you would like to see more videos like this, 1. Don't forget to subscribe. See you at the following one.